Well, evening, guys. It's 8:07 at night. It's July 6th, 2023. We are still in West Coast time. It is the griever named John Weaver, which would be me. Rosamond, California. Well, at least the temperature, thank God, has gone down for a few degrees, so I'm actually able to appreciate 90-degree plus weather again. Not triples, thank God for that one. And the fireworks have lessened a great deal, except now they're further away in the town of Roseman. To let you know what's going on with the grieving situation over here, reason why I opened up this one here, because I got grieving and I also got politics. I've been trying to stay the hell away from the national news and local these days because I was getting so overwhelmed. How the hell am I supposed to be able to deal with all this damn crap? I swear to God, I don't know. But I still need to keep up with the news going on these days, and it's driving me insane. What else is new? What else is new? I'm dealing. I'm coping. What else am I not supposed to be dealing at this point? What else? I don't know. I don't understand. But I'm not dealing with it very well. I had seen too many postings on social media, not regarding politics, but also about what the zeros and ones usually lock into. More of the grieving, more of the mourning, and more of these dog things left and right when they're talking about animals struggling for life, and either the good news or mostly bad news out there that really tears at me. And then I'm going to see something innocuous, a picture, a meme, something, and then here it comes, the roller coaster. I was taking an afternoon nap. I was crying my head off before it happened. I was bawling. Complete ball out. Kind of hard when you have a CPAP mask on you. I'll tell you that much. And I was driving myself crazy over the damn thing. Just a few days ago, I was talking to, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Let's see, it was Thursday. It was yesterday in the morning. I was talking to my therapist on the phone. And apparently, I didn't get triggered. But I was telling her why I was getting triggered in another way regarding the fireworks and everything else going on. Catch videos on that one because I'm still posting it as the wind files. No, I haven't got to the point where I'm labeling every single one of them. No, not this time. Because sometimes I am in a snit or I am so damn depressed I am just passing them through and just posting them. And sometimes I'll put them as a premiere, a win log or two. Simply saying to myself at this point over here, the message needs to be out. Everyone's looking for the package. How neatly wrapped the video is with a title. You must have a title. And I've had responses on that one. And my response for that response is I'm dealing with it the best I can. If they don't appreciate it, I appreciate the comments anyway. I'm still posting it. And if I do listen to it one more time in a clear head, I'll try to change it into a topic that they can understand. But I'm only doing as far as I can deal with and function with. Everything else is going hell in a handbasket, but I'm supposed to deal with it. I'm supposed to be happy with it. I'm supposed to be. And that's what drives me crazier more. Every time there's supposed to be a supposed, it just doesn't work out that way, does it, for me? So, I have to deal, I have to form, I have to function. I have to struggle. Just like I was trying to say in the other Wind Files about struggle. One guy comes up to me day before July 4th, and he's wondering why we struggle, why we strive, why everything has to be hard. I'm like, my God. I didn't. Well, maybe at first I thought he was an idiot at this point over here, but then I had to keep really thinking about that one. I had to chew it over. He wanted an immediate answer. There is no immediate answer for the damn thing. You deal with it or you don't. You get buried alive or you don't. You struggle. Life is to be lived one way or another. Either we struggle through it, but if we don't struggle, we don't learn. Why are we here in life? We are learning. We are learning things we don't even realize. We are learning things and applying things we don't even understand. There are things beyond us that we cannot comprehend because we are limited. I have to keep accepting that one. I may get stressed out like crazy because this thing's happening, this thing's happening. Then I keep thinking to myself, well, my reaction is to the situation happening right now as it is. There's got to be a solution for the damn thing. But if there's no solution, deal with it. Every single day, I got to deal with the emotions. Okay? I got to deal with the emotions regarding this. My big brother, Dave. 2013, 2018. Ma had been over 10 years, and a few months back, she had her 10-year anniversary. It was practically 11 years, I think. Yeah, 11 years, actually. 11 years since she's been gone. And it still hurts. What's even worse, right after her, a couple of more deaths in between. Death of a surrogate mother and best friend, and a dog that mattered to me a great deal, and I loved him like crazy. Pappy interior, black and white, named Little Boy. Died of a stroke in front of me, and I couldn't help him. They're in there. Ashes. Constant physical reminders. I sit in the position my brother used to have. We had dishes up in there. Now it is an area of memorial, of remembrance. A mausoleum of sorts. That's how I treat this place, as a mausoleum. I mourn, I grieve, I cry almost every single day. If I have any triggers, anything remotely dealing with 3 trigger words in any way, shape, or form. Hell, I've already been nailed anyway, so what the hell? Family, home, hearth. Family, home, hearth. Family, home, hearth. I could say it so many times. Triggers the subconscious. The process is going. All it needs is activation. And then I'm off to the races again. But I've already had it earlier this evening. I took an afternoon nap, actually. I cried before I did. Woke up. My sleep has been so screwed up over the past 10 years, it's not even funny. I've been sleeping with a CPAP machine longer than that. But my patterns have changed a great deal. I'm a student. Been going to a college for nearly 10 years. Nearly. Give her a few years off. 6 or 7 years. But still, it's an accomplishment for me. I don't care if it's a community college. To me, it's an accomplishment. I'm dealing with it. I'm happy with it. I mean, I'd like to deal with more if I could. I'd like to try. I mean, it would be interesting. Be coming out with a BA. Wow. AA is what I'm struggling with right now. But BA? Ooh. I kicked myself for 30 years because I couldn't even do that shit to myself. Just did simple AA. And it took a hell of a lot of effort back then. And it, long stories. I got to do videos on that one all the time on it. But this would be important to me. It was important to my mother. It was important to my brother. It should have been done in my mother's lifetime. And I paid for the price. Many times over, busting my ass. And still feeling guilty about it. Busting my ass in different jobs, left and right, different jobs things. So I might as well talk about the damn thing. What the hell? But she never did see me get into college for a second time around. My brother did. My brother went in for about a semester, and I came in under his second semester, and he could barely complete it because he had a heart attack. He couldn't complete the damn thing, so he got out. But he saw me struggling in the first semester, and he saw me barely passing one class, but acing another one. He says, John, you're going to do it. The next semester, and the next semester, and the next semester, and the next semester, a B average for the most part, or a C plus average. It's even better. I'll deal with that. What the hell? I'll be happy with that. I'm not A. I know that. But if I get a B minus, that's something. And I've had problems with the COVID shutting the school down. Had to spend about a year or year and a half, almost two, doing online courses. Still passing those. But without the human interaction, it kind of screws me up one way or another because I still like the human interaction. I get back on the campus, suffer through 16 weeks, and then had to call it for another semester because I couldn't complete it. I couldn't do it because I was still going through the emotional struggles at that point. I went back again for another semester. Had to take a little more time off again. I am struggling emotionally like crazy at this point. I know I'm coming to the end of it, but it's a constant struggle. I haven't been sleeping well. If I'd been going to schools, I know my sleep pattern would be screwed up. At least I understand about that one. But in the breaks, even not even completing, not even going through a semester, it's not easy. I had to keep talking to therapists about the damn shit. And I know people are probably recommending microdose here, microdose here, med. Pill, potion, lotion, notion. You're not using me as a damn guinea pig or a lab rat. Thank you very much. Do your pill peddling and pill pushing somewhere else. Lab coat. I never could stand that damn shit. I could never stand the damn doctors out there. I can understand for that about the medical situations I'm undergoing currently right now. My body is deteriorating. I know that. I may be on a slow death or a fast death. I don't know. But I still have to live one day at a time, and I'm still trying to struggle another day, and then another day, and then another day. And if I can continue to do that, I'm not giving up on life just yet. But my goal is still the same. At least get an AA degree, and we'll see what happens after that. Meanwhile, if my brain is still working and my mouth is not giving me tongue-tied situations here, then I can talk about anything else that I've experienced, I have gone through, I am learning about, and I share that experience with people. I'm no damn guru. I never had been. But I've studied. I've learned a lot of things in my lifetime. I've seen a lot of things. I've read a lot of things. I've seen how politics changed a great deal. And it's scary. I've also seen how writers, not the political nonfiction, but the fictional writers, getting it piece by piece by piece, the things we are going through, elements being repeated left and right, patterns. No, I'm not OCD. Nor am I autistic in any way, form, or fashion. I don't know. I've never been tested, not as a kid, not as an adult. If I am, I am. If I'm not, then I'm okay with me. If I am, well, then I'm okay with me, period. Deal with it. But I've been trying to figure this thing out. There's nothing to figure out. It's all chaos and confusion at this point. Some things are in a pattern, and other things aren't. Some days you just have to deal with it day by day, and other times you just have to forecast it if you can. But nothing concerning about the crap we've been going through for the past 30 years in politics have ever challenged us as more as what we're going through right now. At least not that I learned about. I mean, hell, in college I was studying, well, my first experience of a college, English history and how they were dealing with it. Only got as far as the Dark Ages and actually the Tudors. And hearing about conspiracy theories left and right and that damn thing. I'll tell you, I had one particular professor left chills down my spine every time he kept talking about English history and the stuff they went through, the 13, the 14, the 1500s, the Dark Ages, into the nearly the Age of Enlightenment at this point over here, and this existed, this and that, and this and that, and then there was the wars between France and Spain and England and God knows what else. And we didn't even get to the point of even colonizations. I didn't even get to that point. I couldn't stand it. And this was back when I was about, 20. I mean, it was just boring the crap out of me. But I wanted to know something about my own English heritage that I got in my own genetics here. Sometimes I'm glad I did, and other times I wish to God I hadn't gotten that second class because, oh my God, it was going to drive me crazy. But I wanted to get a continuation of it. I should have been going for a history and English. English, I felt I was going to be a writer. Maybe one of these here days. Published, maybe one of these here days. But I sure could have gone for more U.S. government and history back then. But there just wasn't all that much excitement going on during those days. I mean, hell yeah, we were getting past the Cold War. Gorbachev, Brezhnev. Putin comes into office and all hell breaks loose. We didn't hear as much problems with North Korea until after they get their nuclear weapon testing and then they go apeshit. We didn't have anything concerning about Brexit until this century. And I screwed up 2.5 years of college back then as a kid. Now these days, I'm seeing that everything else I've seen and read tossed out the damn window because you got new generations coming in there and they think conspiracy theories runs everything. The dark web, everything else is a conspiracy. You must find the truth on the internet somewhere. Oh my God. It's bad enough we had to deal with WikiLeaks. It's bad enough we actually had an American citizen hiding out in Russia. He can't come back home ever again. Assange having issues. He gets into a Dutch embassy, hides out in Great Britain. And now he's in the hands of the Dutch because the Dutch threw his ass out of the embassy. But Assange is also ours as well because all the WikiLeaks that he'd been tossing out, all the U.S. government paperwork that was supposed to be kept under classified, now out there for people to learn. Ooh, bad move. Now we got the Trump shit going on. We got the circus in town with the Republicans don't know what the hell they're doing. Taking the U.S. House of Representatives and turned it into Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. Only it's a pure clown act. Sorry, Ringling, for defaming your name. My apologies. But the House of Representatives is worse than a three-ring circus. It's a quantum circus. So, besides that happening these days, my major still is English. I still wanted to get an English degree, but I had studied more U.S. history and more world history, Western civilization, California history, and the political science classes. Hell, I should have been taking black history and Latina history because that would have been something to learn about too. I know. Why didn't I make my major as history? I mean, that would have been the easier choice, and I would be taking more classes. I got a feeling I'm getting to the point where I'm just getting antsy to get the hell out of there. Even though I made the school almost home, but I'm anxious to graduate. I want to do this. Before my brother had passed away, we had an argument. I had told my brother if he was going to deteriorate any more and needed more help, then I was going to quit school or delay it for as long as I could, just to be a 25/8 caregiver. If I wasn't a 24/7, I'd increase it there. One more, one more day, one more hour. He's arguing back with me. No, you've gone this far at this point over here. Ma wouldn't want you to do this thing, and neither would I. I said, damn it. We had to sacrifice a hell of a lot when Ma went bedridden at that point. Hell, even you being disabled during that time, and me just got disabled after having an industrial accident at a retail store. Long story on that one. Other videos cover that one. But we did the 24/7. We almost been at 25/8. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. And when she passes away, all hell broke loose after that. We struggled. Homeless at one time. Got the apartment. Hard as hell 5 years ago when he had to pass away. I had to fight like hell to keep this bug infested place because I still needed a roof over the head. And this was still home. Well, trying to make it still. I still have it bug infested. Still a place around here for me to get it cheap enough and available enough to take me in an emotional support animal. I'm here. That's where I make my stand. I'll deal with the damn bugs. I'll have the Orkin guy come over here and keep doing the damn spraying left and right. But I still have to live here, and I'm going to live here until the day I die. This is home. I deal with it, I live with it. It's home. I've had people come and go in this particular place that I called friends. Some no longer had that title. But I'm still here. Maybe I could have moved out, maybe I should have moved out, but I don't have the way to do it. I'm here. I'm dealing with what's going on right now as it is. Some days I can function, and other days I am just... Well, if I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it anyway. I wanted to die in my sleep several times. Just keep sleeping away until my body passes, and then I can maybe exist in that dream state in the ethereal plane. Just not dealing with everything else around here. And to put it into the log, there had been items here that would have made it possible, or could make it possible actually, for a transition. I have come across so many postings and memes regarding people having issues regarding suicide. And nobody likes to talk about the word. Or even dealing with grieving or mourning, but they do it. And the only way they can do it is post it. They can't talk about it with anybody else because it's a scary damn thing. They'll be referred to phone numbers left and right where you hear the therapist trying to do the pre-program shit on you. But do they actually listen? People actually physically around here listen? Nope. The family? Nope. Haven't got any family. The only family I had was the ones I lost. The other bloodline or other friends that almost became family, they hadn't been around. No contact, no nothing. Sucks. But ideal. Not very easy, but ideal. Put on the facade, put on the veneer, and just walk through life without a smile. Just looking at everybody hard and wondering, Are you going to be backstabbing my ass or what? Because I've already had a few people backstab me already. Regarding politics, I talk about politics. I talk about my reactions to the zeros and ones that keep presenting themselves on YouTube for the stuff they want me to react to. Not to mention on Facebook. Since I'm already at home with both of them. I can need more milk tomorrow. And this is it for right now. This is what's happening. My life. The channel deals with my life. I'm using the channel as a lifeboat for my memories and my existence in case. I have to be comfortable with that. I like living, but once I started getting adjusted to the idea of just disappearing, that's awfully tempting, I swear to God it is. But there still has to be energy left inside of me to continue on, despite the fact that everything else is going crazy. And I'm still that donkey in the ground with the mud around its hoofs, still wondering what the hell to do when there's only solidified ground around. I still have to make this decision sometimes. My story, I just said, at least part of it anyway. I deal with emotional, I deal with physical, and I struggle. That trauma I talked about. One particular retail store I worked for over 5 years. You have a slip and fall on your ass, and you damn near bust your damn tailbone, but it still sets up a residence and a precedent in your body. So the back wasn't complete. It wasn't ready for anything else, but I had to keep working. A few years later, well, the first one was just slipping on black ice. I don't recommend it. Second one, I don't recommend having a truck tire fall on your damn face. That really wasn't fun, was it? It was a 265, 35, 15, I think. All-weather beef eater. Without a rim, thank God. Just a rubber. I've had videos on that one there too. Suffice it to say, my body is deteriorating. That was over 10 years ago. I walk with a cane. Some days inside the house I can get around without it, and other days I'm feeling like I'm losing balance left and right. I needed to help steady me. I go outside and walk my dog, and I have the cane as a constant support. My dog's a handful. She's getting older. She's about 19, 20 years old, and she's still getting around. She's still got power in her legs. And she's still scared of fireworks. I don't blame her. This is life. So I'm dealing with it. And maybe you guys will understand a little bit why I do these channels. Why I do all these videos on this channel. And why it's necessary. Because I have to make it necessary. I have to make it necessary for me. Not the easiest damn thing, but shit happens. So consider this a win file here.